Hello everybody, in this video we're going to look at the concepts of interpreting fractional exponents, and then we're going to look at example 3. So the index of a radical is equivalent to the denominator of a fractional exponent. In general, if the nth root of c is a real number, then n root of c equals c1 to the n. Furthermore, if m is an integer and m over n is the lowest term, then you can rewrite it as following. C to the m over n equals c to the 1 over n. M, again, they're using this exponential property here. So what they're doing here is the exponential property, ab times c will equal a b to the c power. So that they're getting into that c1 over n, then they're putting it within the radical, or you could rewrite it like this. I do like this format a little bit better when we're dealing with m, or you could rewrite it like this, or it could be rewritten like that. So what we're looking at here is if I had, I don't know, a to the 4/9 power. What they're trying to get at is this is actually a 4 times 1/9, which means that this is 9, taking this denominator, root a to the first power raised to the 4th power. Or if I have 9a to the 4th power, I can actually rewrite that as a to the 4th raised to the 1/9 power. Again, using this exponential property of a power raised to a power, we're going to multiply that, a to the 4/9. And that's all they're really getting at with this concept, is how you can change things up, how to rewrite from a radical to an exponent. So if I had the square root of 6, I can rewrite this as 6 to the 1/2, because remember, a square root has an index of 2 that is kind of hiding out there. All right, so let's go to example 3. Evaluate the expressions 32 to the 3/2, 27 to the negative 2/3, and 50 to the 3/4. So this does rely on previous knowledge of exponentials. Okay, so let's start with 32 to the 3/5. So 32 to the 3/5. All right, 32 to the 1/5 cubed. All right, so over here I'm going to think of values that go into 32. That's going to be 2 and 16, 4 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is 2 to the 5th. So we're looking at 2 to the 5th raised to the 1/5 power cubed. Essentially, this 5 and this 1/5 will become 1. So we have 2 cubed, and 2 cubed is 8. So my solution for 32 to the 3/5 power is really just 8. Okay, let's look at 27. 27 to the negative 2/3. Now this goes back to some prior knowledge of an exponential property. If I have a to the negative n, this now becomes 1 over a to the positive n. You essentially take the reciprocal when dealing with a negative exponent. So let's do this. Let's break this apart. I'm going to do 27 to the 1/3. I'm going to keep this negative till the end, to the negative 2. 27 is 3 cubed, so this is 3 cubed to the 1/3. And again, think to yourself, why did I do the cubed? Well, I did the cube, so these two become 1 when multiplied, and we're left with just the 3. Going back to my exponential property, I do have a negative here. To make that positive, I take the reciprocal. And 3 squared is 1 over 9. So I would write this exponential property into your notebooks, because I'm sure if it showed up now, it's already understood that you knew this before. So if you did not know this before, make sure this gets into your notebook. 50. Let's see, does 50 have a perfect fourth root? 1/4 cubed. 10 and 5. Nope, it has 5 squared times 2, but it does not have a perfect fourth root. So since 50 does not have a perfect fourth root, we're going to use a calculator to approximate. And the approximation is going to be 18.80. In your calculator, you could just type in 50 and make sure that this is in the exponents. If you have a TI-83, this is 50 caret parentheses 3 divided by 4. Or even in your 84s, that's how you would type it in. All right, and you would get something around the lines of 18.8. Right, so there are their solutions. Use the appropriate tool. Use the calculator if needed to do an approximation. But let's look at part B. So we have the Fujita scale rating F of a tornado is represented by this equation, where W is the estimated wind speed of the tornado in miles per hour. What is the scale rating of the tornado with an estimated wind speed of 100 miles per hour? W is the estimated wind speed. The wind speed is 100. So let me grab this. I'm going to grab the picture because that's actually a pretty cool picture. That looks like a digital drawing. So we have F is going to equal the cubed root of 100 divided by 14.1 squared minus 2. So what we're really looking at here is 100 divided by 14.1. Don't ask why I put the parentheses there. To the 2/3 value minus 2. Okay, for this one, we will need to use a calculator. I'm just going to divide 100 by 14.1, and we're going to get 7.09 approximately to the 2/3 power minus 2. And then raising this to the 2/3 power, we will get approximately 3.69 minus 2. So my scale rating is going to be 1.69. Again, this is a word problem, so we do need to end with words. A tornado with estimated wind speed of 100 miles per hour is classified as an F1. So it's just in the 1 region, according to the scale. If it was in the 2 region, it would be F2, so on and so forth. Right, you have 2 try-it problems where the values of the expression round to the nearest hundredth if necessary, and there you go. I'll see you in the next video.